Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Navis Nobilite. We are going into the individual named and character vessels of the individual Chaos God fleets. Today, we're starting with the Slaverer. This used to be the Conqueror. It's the World Eater's battle barge, but predictably, Games Workshop can't be relied on to stop screwing with their own plot, so they had to be renamed. It's a little sad. What was the Conqueror is now the Slaverer, which is not a good name. Shame on them. But anyway, what we are looking at here is the quintessential Khorne Berserker battleship. It is a giant Khorne Berserker battleship designed to Khorne Berserk all over the things and go for skulls and more blood and skulls with blood and skulls on top. So at 380 points, it is a pretty expensive Chaos battleship, and as you can see, it is built upon the platform of a Desolator with 3 slaughter bays installed instead of the normal lance bays that you would see on a Desolator. Now let's look at stat line. It is the exact same as the Desolator with 12 hits, 25 centimeter speed, 45-degree turns, 4 shields, 5 up armor, and 4 turrets. It has a port and starboard, strength 3, 30 centimeter lance battery left and right, a 45 centimeter dorsal weapons battery at front left right at strength 8, and a port and starboard at strength 12 weapons battery at 30 centimeters left and right, and a strength 9 prow torpedo. If you hadn't gotten the impression of this vessel yet, this is what happens when you take a slaughter and you scale it up to a battleship level with a 20 weapon battery and 3 lance salvo out of a broadside. This is effectively what happens when you try to make a Desolator into a ship that can kill anything. And it's very good at it. Now, the downside is it has a very weak armor for a vessel so dependent on getting close. But hey, Khorne, right? Nothing new about that. Going on to its abilities, because it has a lot of them. The Slaverer is a unique vessel. You can only have one in a Chaos fleet. It comes with the Mark of Khorne. It does not have to be paid for separately by the ship's commander. If it is not a flagship, it must have a Chaos Lord. Plain and simple. You do not have a choice. It has the Berserker Horde rule. As part of its cost, it embarks Chaos Space Marines. That's right, this thing already has Chaos Space Marines on it, with the Mark of Khorne. So you follow all the rules for Chaos Space Marines. It embarks a retinue of Khorne Berserkers, giving it a boarding modifier of +2 in addition to its improved boarding value. It also has Chaos Terminators. Chosen Terminators that roll 2d6 and pick the highest 6 when conducting a teleport attack. So basically, this thing is designed to get as close to the enemy and screw them up in a boarding action. Chariot of Slaughter special rule. This vessel may only bear the Mark of Khorne. Shocker. If chosen, it does not have to be used as the flagship, as it is the most expensive. Unless it is the most expensive vessel present, which is pretty darn likely at 380 points. It cannot be used with Emperor's Children because they don't like each other. And and no Emperor's Children Space Marines are allowed either, unless it is a fleet led by Abaddon the Despoiler. So ultimately, don't try to bring Slaanesh to a Khorne party. It's that simple. Keep your Khorne pops away from Slaaneshmas. How do you use this ship? It should be pretty bleeding obvious. This thing is designed to go straight down the center of the board. It is designed to go directly at any target that it can possibly get close to. It is designed to shoot the ever-living crap out of anything and then board the enemy, board anything that they possibly can, and stomp them flat. If this doesn't scare the fertilizer out of your opponent when this thing is put down on the table, I don't know what will. It is a very fast battleship. It is a very lethal battleship. You had better have some kind of carrier support to help it, and you better have other ships that'll help keep up and potentially take hits for it, because the enemy's going to know what this is, and they're going to shoot at it. So if they're going to focus on the World Eater's battle barge, you had better have something there to make up for the fact that this sucker is going to be shot at a lot. Because if they don't shoot at it, you're going to kill them. you're going to whoop their sorry ass. Because if you get close enough, there is nothing in the game that can survive this kind of firepower, especially if you manage to lock on. This is a strength 23 lance salvo with 9 torpedoes in the front. Nothing is going to have a good time when it's, in any of the arcs of this ship, with the exception of the rear. So that's the Slaverer. It is a vicious, violent, messy vessel, and it loves hurting people because it's corn. What do you expect? All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this video. We're moving on to the next ship here in a moment.